thank Nick Melvoin for giving us the science and making this all possible.
Yes. Hello, what do you want? Here, congratulations, graduates. I'll do this really quickly. Congratulations. If it's not clear that your school community loves you and is thinking about you, look around at your amazing faculty and staff. We're proud of you. You'll be the class known for your resilience, and we'll be back speaking to you remotely at your graduation. But just really proud of you all, and I know this isn't the end of the STEM experience you had hoped for, but I think if you've learned something here, it's how to adapt and how to make the best of any situation. So congrats, class of 2020.
Woo! Thank you, Mr. Melvoin.
You all.
you'll say I went. You'll say I visited 100 seniors.
100 seniors and then some.
Yeah.
Good evening. Please welcome Jasmine Cardona, who will be performing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello, my name is Victor Sanchez Hernandez. I am the STEM Student Body President, and I am honored to be here with you, the class of 2020, and to everyone who's watching to celebrate this very special day. And now here are some of our STEM students who would like to welcome you in our very own unique way.
Thank you, parents, guardians, families, and friends for joining us as we honor and celebrate the graduates of the class of 2020. Although we can't be together in person to honor our amazing graduates, we appreciate your being here for our first ever virtual graduation. Many staff, teachers, and students have worked hard to make this a memorable experience. This celebration was truly a family effort, and we are so happy that you have been a part of our STEM family. We wish our graduates happiness, health, safety, and success as they take their next steps forward towards their goals. Thank you.
Bienvenidos. Antes que nada, quisiera dar las gracias a los padres de familia, guardianes y amigos por acompañarnos a celebrar y honorar a la clase graduante del 2020. Aunque no podemos estar físicamente reunidos para celebrar este momento maravilloso, se les agradece su presencia, así como estaremos haciendo historia con nuestra primer graduación virtual. Muchos empleados, maestros y alumnos han trabajado arduamente para hacer este momento inolvidable. Esta celebración es esfuerzo de familia y estamos tan felices que ustedes han podido ser parte de nuestra familia STEM. Les deseamos a nuestros graduados felicidad, seguridad, salud y gran éxito, ahora que van a tomar grandes pasos para completar sus metas. Muchas gracias.
شكرا للوالدين الأوصياء الأسرة والصحبان عشان جيتونا نتشرف ونحتفل على الخارجين من السنة 2020. عشان ما بنقدر نكون مع بعض ونحتفل مع بعض، نحن يقدر إنه جيتونا نحتفل لأول تخريج عبر الإنترنت. كثير العاملين هنا مدرسين والطلبة اشتغلوا صعب شديد عشان الوقت ده يكون وقت كويس ووقت ما ننساه. هذا الوقت شال وقت كثير ونحن مبسوطين شديد إنه انتو في الأسرة حقت STEM. نحن نتمنى إنه الخارجين يكونوا مبسوطين وصحيين. شكرا.
Շնորհակալություն ծնողներին, խնամակալներին, ընտանիքներին եւ ընկերներին մեզ միանալու եւ նշելու համար 2020 թվականի շրջանավարտների ավարտական հանդեսը։ Քանի որ մենք չենք կարող հավաքվել անձամբ նշելու մեր սիրելի շրջանավարտների հանդեսը, մենք շատ շնորհակալ ենք, որ դուք մասնակցում եք մեր առաջին վիրտուալ ավարտական միջոցառմանը։ Շատ աշխատողներ, ուսուցիչներ եւ ուսանողներ աշխատել են քրտնաջան, որպեսզի այս միջոցառումը դարձնեն հիշարժան։ Այս տոնը նաև իրականացվել է ընտանիքների ջանքերով, եւ մենք շատ ուրախ ենք, որ դուք մեր STEM ընտանիքի մի մասն եք։ Մաղթում ենք մեր շրջանավարտներին երջանկություն, առողջություն, անվտանգություն եւ հաջողություններ, քանի որ նրանք իրենց հաջորդ քայլերն են կատարում, իրենց նպատակներին հասնելու ուղղությամբ։ Շնորհակալություն։
2020년도 졸업식에 축하러 와주신 모든 부모님, 가족, 그리고 친구분들에게 이 자리를 빌려 감사의 말씀을 드립니다. 비록 한자리에 모여 다같이 우리의 자랑스러운 졸업생들을 축하해주지 못하지만 이렇게 최초의 온라인 졸업식에 참석해주셔서 감사드립니다. 이 졸업식을 기억에 남는 추억으로 만들기 위해 많은 스태프, 선생님, 그리고 학생들이 열심히 준비하였습니다. 이 졸업식은 모든 가족분들의 진실된 노력으로 이루어졌으며 지금까지 저희 스템 가족들과 함께 해주셔서 정말 기쁩니다. 이제 각자의 목표를 향해 한 발자국 내디게 될 우리 졸업생들에게 행복, 건강, 안전, 그리고 성공을 기원합니다. 감사합니다.
Please welcome the principal of the STEM Academy, Mr. Paul Hirsch, who will be sharing with us some parting thoughts for the class of 2020.
Graduates, faculty, parents, and friends, it is an honor to address you this evening. Es un honor poder hablarles a ustedes esta noche. Tonight, we'll recognize an extraordinary group of young women and men, the class of 2020. Esta noche reconoceremos a un grupo extraordinario de hombres y mujeres jóvenes, la clase de 2020. But first, we need to thank our teachers. Primero tenemos que agradecerles a nuestros maestros. Teachers, counselors, coordinators, office and support staff. When we started this work 10 years ago, we were graduating just a little over half of our seniors, about 60%. Tonight, I'm proud to announce that we will be graduating 100% of our seniors. And it is because of your hard work and dedication, your professionalism, and above all else, your compassion that we find this class to be the most successful in our school's history. And it has been an honor to work alongside of you. Padres y abuelos, hermanos y hermanas, familias y amigos, este es su noche también. Parents, this is your night too. Gracias por confiar en nosotros y darnos el permiso de servir a este grupo increíble de estudiantes. Parents, on behalf of the entire staff, I want to thank you for trusting in us and allowing us to serve what is undoubtedly an incredible group of young people. And finally, I want to thank you, the class of 2020, on this night, on our virtual graduation. By now, you must know how proud we are of you for your academic achievements, the college acceptances, and the spirit that you bring to our school every day. You've been through so much, but you have always stayed the course. And the challenges that you faced didn't just start on March 13th when the school shut down. STEM, in the first 10 weeks of your freshman year, when Donald Trump was elected president and his rhetoric around immigration and ICE sent the entire campus, all three of our schools, out into the streets. It was 1,600 of us protesting for immigration rights. Do you remember? Because then in your sophomore year, a gunman went on a shooting spree at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. And again, our school went out to protest, this time on the soccer field. We lined up in the formation of the number 17 to honor all those that were gunned down and to make a statement about gun control. STEM, do you remember? Do you remember in your junior year, it was just after winter break, when every teacher in the district went out and marched in the streets, and many of you joined them in that fight for smaller class sizes, more student support, and the schools that students deserve. Now, in your senior year, in the grips of a global pandemic and a worldwide fight for human rights, for African American rights, it is in this political climate that you are preparing for college and the next chapter in your ascent to adulthood. STEM, it's my job as principal to try and impart some wisdom to you and some guidance around how you're going to change the world. And I have to be honest with you, and it's my last year as I can be truly honest. I'm not exactly sure what to say. The challenges that you face are immense. And I have my opinions, but it's so hard to know what's coming next. STEM, we don't trade in opinions here, and gossip and subjectivity. We depend on observable facts to form a hypothesis. We do research, and we use the scientific method, as you have for all 4 years here at STEM. So I did some of my own research on what wisdom to impart to you, and I turned to the leader that has inspired me the most, former President Barack Obama. And I read his commencement speech to the class of 2020, and I thought to myself, wow, this is really good. Maybe I'll just copy it and read it to them. But again, that's not what we do at STEM. We cite our sources. So here's what President Obama has to say to you. 3 things. 1, don't be scared. We've been through challenging times like this before, and we will emerge from this stronger and more united. 2, do what you know is right. Ground yourself in the values that last, like honesty and hard work, responsibility, fairness, generosity, respect for others. And then finally, 3, build community, because no one does big things by themselves. And it was this last piece of advice that resonated with me the most, because STEM, it has always been your ability to build a sense of community inside our school that has inspired me. And it's why I chose this song for our very last slideshow. It's the graduation song. It's a classic, but its subtitle is Friends Forever. And tonight, I not only want to celebrate all the wonderful friendships that you've built here at our school, I also want to celebrate your ability to make strong and lasting friendships, because I believe that's the skill that you'll need most heading into the future. So STEM, don't be scared. You've been through tough times before. Do what you believe is right. And ultimately, STEM, build strong friendships as you always have done to bring the change we need. I have all the confidence in the world that you will do just that. Congratulations, class of 2020. Keep making us proud.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Next, it's my honor to introduce Nick Melvoin, our LAUSD school board member.
Hello, STEM Academy graduates, families, teachers, staff, and distinguished virtual guests. I'm your proud LAUSD board member and want to wish you all a huge virtual congratulations on your high school graduation. I know this is not the graduation you or your families had been expecting, and I can spout platitudes about how you were going far in life and now is just the beginning, and you are, and it is. But it's also okay to not be okay, to be bummed or pissed off. It's okay to feel joy about graduating at the same time as sadness over missing the end of your senior year. It's okay to know that this journey was about more than just walking across the stage and getting your diploma, and still think it's really unfair that you didn't get that moment. And if this weren't being recorded, I'd use some language that probably better summarizes how you feel right now. I was relaying all of this to my family a few weeks ago as we celebrated my grandmother's 90th birthday over Zoom, after an hour helping her download Zoom. And I was reminded of my grandfather's high school graduation, or lack thereof. My grandfather turned 18 in January 1943, and in March was drafted to fight in World War II. So they gave him his diploma 3 months early, and he shipped off to basic training and then off to Europe. He never got to finish his record-setting basketball season, which may be surprising if you've ever seen me play basketball. He never had a graduation. And I say this not to negate what you're feeling right now, but because maybe there's comfort in knowing you're not alone and feeling disappointment about how your high school career has wrapped up. And as my grandfather's class was known as the greatest generation for their service in the war and beyond, your class may rightfully get its own distinction in a few years. You all have not had it easy. When I look at the class of 2020, I see a generation born into the aftermath of 9/11, who has lived their entire lives with our country at war, experienced 2 recessions, school shootings, a presidential impeachment, environmental upheaval, persevered through all that to make it to their high school graduation, only to have a pandemic rob you of your senior spring. And all you got as a consolation prize was Tiger King. I see a generation of young adults who are making their own sacrifices and serving their country in a different way, by staying home. This moment in our history will not define you, but it will become part of you. From the Zoom celebrations, to the random acts of neighborly kindness, to the times of feeling lonely or scared, to a profound new appreciation for toilet paper. And what you do with that, the experience, not the toilet paper, well, that's up to you. And if you're feeling unmoored by this, if it's disrupted your plans, made you question some assumptions, that's okay. It's been said that the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. The second best time is now. I hope you won't fall into the trap that so many of us have and spend too much time dwelling in the past. Instead, dwell in possibility. For it's in that possibility that I have such high hopes and expectations for the class of 2020. Congratulations to the first ever high school class to graduate virtually. I expect many more firsts from you all.
The class valedictorian is the student with the highest GPA in the graduating class. This year, I am happy to announce we have 2 valedictorians for the class of 2020. I am happy to introduce to you Mr. Jorge Sanchez. Jorge will be attending Brown University in the fall, where he will be pursuing a career in healthcare. Congratulations, Jorge. We are very proud of you.
Good evening. My name is Jorge Sanchez, and I'm honored to be the valedictorian of the class of 2020. I'd like to start off by thanking the parents and family members for attending this virtual graduation. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff of STEM Academy, not only for organizing this event, but for their support these past 4 years. During our time here at STEM, it has been incredibly obvious how much our principal, our teachers, our counselors, and our school community support and love us. That is a key aspect of what makes STEM so special. However, the most important part of what makes our school so special and successful is us, the students. For being so brilliant, motivated, and accomplished, I congratulate the class of 2020, arguably the best class in the history of our school. Because STEM is really small and doesn't feel like a traditional high school, we have been able to make friends that will last a lifetime. Quite frankly, that is something we should all be thankful for. Personally, I'm grateful to have a great group of friends who have made high school memorable and enjoyable. Shout out to all of them in no particular order of importance. Brennan Garcia, Kyle, Zeus, Elias, Chapa, Leon, Ricardo, Dennis, and Denelson. However, I'd also like to thank others who have helped me, supported me, and encouraged me along the way. I'd like to thank my big brother Jose, my counselor JB, the Gear Up organization, as well as all the teachers and counselors who have given me advice here at STEM. But most importantly, I'd like to thank my family for their endless support and love. That love has meant moving countries to give me and my family a better chance at life. That sacrifice has made growing up in a 1-bedroom apartment so manageable. For the long, grueling hours they work every week, for providing a roof over our heads, for making sure there was never a day when my siblings or I went hungry, I am eternally grateful. Le doy gracias a Dios por hoy estar donde estoy. Le doy gracias a Dios por haber puesto en mi vida a mi madre y a mi padre que han luchado cada día para el mejoramiento de nuestras vidas. Desde mi corazón los amo. While our experiences have not been the same, nor will they ever be, we still face similar circumstances coming from this community. We have all overcome obstacles to get to where we're at. With that being said, I'd like you all to recognize that only you can determine what success looks like. Is it being powerful? Is it being rich? Is it being philanthropic? Is it being a well-renowned athlete? Everyone has different paths in life, and we shouldn't compare ourselves to others. From my perspective, I don't think of myself as successful just because I got into Brown University or I'm the valedictorian. I think of myself as successful because I have the willpower and hope to one day make my community a better place. I think it's fair to say that we shouldn't let our college, our background, or our race decide our fate. It's all decided by our work ethic, our dreams, and our determination. We all have a purpose in life, and our mission after high school is to not only find it, but make it a reality. I know that this class is more than capable of accomplishing whatever they put their minds to. Take the student walkout our freshman year, or the LAUSD teacher strike during our junior year. Most of you weren't afraid to go out and stand for your political beliefs. Hopefully, this is a foreshadowing of the youth and activism that you will bring in future years. We are definitely no strangers to change and adversity. It's a shame that the coronavirus turned our senior year into something we never would have imagined. Who knew that day in March would be our last day walking the halls of STEM? We missed out on prom and grad night, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't still celebrate our accomplishments. We still have the opportunity to celebrate our graduation, a journey from childhood to young adulthood. As we transition into the world we live in, I want you all to recognize that we are the future of this country. In recent days, we have become witnesses to the advocacy from vast communities that have been ignored for way too long. We are far too familiar with the challenges our communities face, so much that it would be a disservice to remain silent or even neutral. The only way change is ever achieved is when citizens are actively engaged. I urge you all to vote, protest, donate, educate. Do whatever you can to make this world a better place. We must speak up. We must remain informed. And ultimately, we must vote for city, state, and national leaders who truly have our interests in mind. Only through this can we achieve prosperity for future generations. Thank you, and good luck, Class of 2020.
I also have the pleasure to introduce to you our other class valedictorian, Rachel Zila. Rachel will be attending Stanford University in the fall, where she will be studying economics and political science. Congratulations, Rachel. We are very proud of you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Silla, and I am beyond grateful to represent STEM Academy of Hollywood's Class of 2020 as one of the 2 valedictorians this year. I want to give a big congratulations to everyone for being here today, and I would like to take a moment to thank the principal, guidance counselors, teachers, families, and friends for joining us here today to celebrate this huge milestone in our lives. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, for without Him, this would have not been possible, and I would have not been able to achieve what I have and be where I am today. A verse that has kept me motivated throughout my 4 years of high school is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Additionally, I want to take a moment to thank a few people in my life who have consistently motivated me and played a huge role in my success. Thank you to my parents for the sacrifices they have made to provide me with the best education they could and for always believing in my potential to succeed. Thank you to my aunt for supporting me during my time here in Los Angeles and for always pushing me to reach higher. Thank you to my godmother, Veronica Jimenez, and her family for supporting me unconditionally throughout my senior year. Thank you to my leader family for being an amazing support system. And to my dear friends, I know I am not the easiest person to deal with, but thank you for being there with me when I needed you the most. And finally, the person I am the most thankful for is my mother, Mercedes Hidalgo. You have been there with me through thick and thin. While moms metaphorically move mountains for their children, you literally move countries for me. And every sacrifice you have made, you made for our family. And that is why everything I do and accomplish in life is for you. You never lost faith in me, even when I lost faith in myself. For that and many other things, I will be eternally grateful. Thank you, Mom. I remember like it was yesterday, when I started my freshman year at a high school in Lima, Peru. And now, 1,375 days later, after having studied in 2 different schools in 2 different countries, I am finally here delivering this speech. A few years ago, I would have never imagined myself being able to stand here and talk a bit about my journey. There have been many bumps and obstacles that life has put in my way to get where I am today and become the person that I am. Having moved to a new country, city, and school at the age of 16 was a new reality I had to adapt myself to. Having to move constantly and not having a stable place to call home for the past 2 years has taught me to not take things for granted and value the concepts of what family and home really convey. I believe that my faith has been one of the main factors that has kept me afloat despite the challenging times that I had to face since I moved to the US. These 4 years of hard work, determination, and sacrifice have taught me one thing that I can guarantee to anyone. Hard work pays off. On June 22nd, it will be exactly 2 years since I moved from my hometown Lima, Peru to Los Angeles, California. by myself to pursue my dream of continuing my education and my goal of attending an American university. When people see me, they see a girl who is Stanford bound and who seems to have her life figured out, but that could not be farther from the truth. Even though my mom could not fulfill her American dream, I am slowly but surely fulfilling it day by day by defying the systematic barriers placed upon the Hispanic community. These past 2 years have taught me what perseverance really means. From working at a fast food restaurant to support myself financially, to staying late up at night to finish school assignments, I have learned to keep my priorities and to be determined to never give up. It has not been easy, not at all, but I can proudly say that I have learned how to get up every time I have encountered a failure, and I have learned to continue to persist. I am proud to announce that I will be attending Stanford University with a full ride, where I will be majoring in economics and political science. I strive to become an immigration lawyer who can be an advocate for the immigrant community and serve as an inspiration to other youth who, like me, wish to become someone in life and achieve the American dream. Although we do not all share the same struggles and have not gone through the same hurdles in life, we do share some of the same sentiments. I know what it is like to be put down and to not have your accomplishments acknowledged. So at this time, I would like to commend every single one of you for persevering through your own challenges, for being the resilient human beings you have proven to be, and for not letting any obstacles stop you from getting here today. I would like to congratulate you on turning your adversities into opportunities. Whether that be through post-secondary education or a job opportunity, I believe that each one of you will make a positive impact in this world. I am no expert on this journey we call life, but I am living proof that beating the system is possible. We do not have to conform to the limitations that others put on us. There will be always people who judge us and set expectations based on their preconceived beliefs of who they think we are and who they think we should be. Remember to not let expectations be your reality. With that being said, I want to congratulate you once again for your effort and determination to complete your high school career and for closing this important chapter of your life. I know you will all thrive wherever you go, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. You will always have a family here at STEM Academy of Hollywood. Always remember que sí se puede y que todo es posible. Always remember that you can do it and that everything is possible. Thank you.
And now I am proud to present the salutatorian of the class of 2020. The salutatorian is the student with the second highest GPA in the graduating class. I am especially honored to introduce the salutatorian of the STEM Academy class of 2020, Mark Gustavo Calalo. Mark is headed off to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo next year, where he will be studying electrical engineering. Thank you.
Good day to those who hear this, to the students, the parents, the teachers, the administrators, and of course, my fellow graduates. Knowing this is a recorded message and you're all free to skip or ignore the speech, yet continue to listen, I'd like to thank you. When I obtained this position of salutatorian, it meant I had reached one spot away from my goal, valedictorian. But regardless, having gone against bright people such as Jorge and Jonathan, I'm satisfied. But until the realization that I had to do a speech came into mind. And dreading public speech, right away, I tried to hand over the position to somebody else. But alas, here we are. When thinking of what to write for this speech, I drew a blank, as I always do when it comes to writing. Mr. Dorr can attest to that. While I would love to keep this speech blank, seeing as we have 2 valedictorian speeches, I can't. So let's keep this short. While there are many ways to describe the past 4 years, many would agree with me when I say it was stressful, demanding, and tiring. There were many sleepless nights, early mornings, and long days trying to meet deadlines. But, however, despite all of that, there were just as many days that were fun, engaging, and simply worthwhile. At STEM, we received the opportunity to discover ourselves, make lifelong friendships, and to learn about passions we never knew we had. Our time here has taught us much, a select few of which I'd like to share with my peers. The hardest lesson I've learned is to quit obsessing over failures. From the start of high school, I had set high expectations for myself to match those of my older siblings, stressing over the smallest details in projects to regretting missing a few points in a test. But as time went on, I've come to realize life is too short to constantly look at past mistakes that we can't even take back. Rather, to simply accept it, learn from it, and move on from it. That the same mistake won't be made a second time. We're often greeted with an outcome that can always be better. As such, we should learn to take everything with a grain of salt. The next lesson is open-mindedness. From freshman to sophomore year, I was determined to stand out from my older siblings' achievements. But the direction I took led me to go against even my own teammates. Narrow-minded, I worked myself to the bone, trying to get results that I thought only I could achieve. It's a good thing that mindset only lasted until the end of sophomore year. Otherwise, I'd still be growing white hair. Now, I've come to realize that working with others and listening to others is a boon for life. For my first capital project, my team worked well together. Collaborating instead of trying to go solo, we knocked the project out of the park within the deadline, and it came out splendidly. The willingness to listen to others allows for great achievements to become even greater and to be finished faster. The last and most recent lesson I wish to impart is that the road to success comes in many forms and is reached in unexpected ways. This lesson was more or less hammered into my head by my life coach, Mr. Lewis. He emphasized it in class every other day, but it was on my field trip to airport that cemented this lesson into my head. There, I had the opportunity to meet people from different walks of life in a position they never thought they would be in, but were happy and successful in their own right. They got there not necessarily because of their academic success or career pathway, but because of the people they had the chance to meet and their willingness to adapt to that. They took opportunities they weren't necessarily prepared for, but they owned those opportunities like they were meant for it. Graduating and leaving high school, I myself decided to take this opportunity to attend a college of my own choosing, rather than the same college my older siblings are attending, to chart a new course to define my own success. As I record this for all of you today, I would like to extend a sincere appreciation and gratitude. As I record this for all of you today, I would love to extend a sincere appreciation and gratitude to those who have aided me in getting to where I am now. I'd like to thank my parents and my family for their never-ending support, to my older siblings who have always been a great inspiration to me, to the teachers putting up with me as I know I wasn't the easiest student to appease. But know this, you had a profound impact on this guy. For my fellow peers, I know I wasn't always rainbows and sunshines, but I like to think it was a good 4 years. Congratulations to us, the STEM Academy class of 2020. Thank you.
I am honored to present to you family, friends, and faculty, the STEM graduating class of 2020. These students have met the requirements set forth by both the school board and the state of California.
Congratulations, class of 2020. And now we will have the presentations of the diplomas by advisory.
Hi guys, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited to be able to share today with you as well. So let's get started. First we have Wendy Acuna Espinosa, Carlos Ayala Ortiz, Oscar Castañón, Denelson Echeverria, Brandon Garcia, Jocelyn Hernandez, Destiny Jacobo, Nicole Catherine Leiva. Dairi Martinez. Sheila Mendez. Katia Mondragon. Eileen Raquel Mota Perez. Lisbeth Orozco. Evelyn Perez. Jacqueline Beatriz Rodriguez. Helen Santiago. Erickson Cevada. Marcela Torres. Cultiva Yaguapa. Congratulations, all of you guys. You should be so proud of yourselves, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead for you guys.
Hello, graduates. It's Miss Lester from LeConte Middle School. Congratulations on all you've done to get here today. Keep challenging yourself, and I wish you the best in the next chapter of your story.
Hello, my name is Mr. Barnett. And first of all, I would like to congratulate the entire class of 2020. Without further ado, here are my students from my advisory. Alan Galva. Josephat Castano. Jason Cruz Melgo. Moises Escamilla. Patrick Galain. Andy Gomez. Joshua Lopez Huerta. Isaí Marcial. Karen Mendez. Emily Monroy de Leon. Joshua Montoya. Cesar Moreno. Jacqueline Ochoa Acevedo. Michelle Perez. Abdiel Quero Velasco. Anthony Rios. Leonardo Rosas. Giselle Sanchez. Cindy Sarmiento Morales. Michael Soto. Patty Schreizing. Arturo Valentin. Once again, congratulations to the whole class of 2020, and especially my advisory students. Thank you for making the school year so wonderful. I'm Mr. Barnett, and thank you.
Hey STEM seniors, it's Miss Klein. Don't think I forgot about you guys. I remember 2 years ago when you guys were little sophomores in that human body systems class with me. So I was thinking about you guys, wanted to send you all the best. So proud of you all, and congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You were the second class that I taught at STEM, but honestly, don't tell anyone. You always be number one.
John Avellana, Saul Aguirre, Candy Aquino, Tanya Brand, Evelyn Cortez, Andy Cortez Gomez, Shakira Eastman, Elizabeth Gonzalez, Leslie Hernandez, Christine Kwok, Brandon Leon, Tracy Mejia, Kenya Molina, Diana Moreno, Dennis Nunez, Gabriela Payares, Alexa Palma, Brandon Rodriguez, Ivan Ruiz, Shaylee Sanchez, Jorge Sanchez, Natalie Sui, Tara Wamjinda. Congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud of you and I love each one of you. I'm so excited for you to experience this next chapter in your lives.
STEM class of 2020. This is Mr. Darce, your old history teacher, your favorite history teacher. What can I say, guys? I'm so proud that you guys are graduating high school. I just remember being your teacher in 8th grade, laughing with you, yelling at you, joking with you, and you guys truly made teaching fun. I'm so proud of those of you who are going to college and beyond. I wish you nothing but the best. Continue to aim high, set high goals, and once again, guys, congratulations, class of 2020.
Good evening. I'm honored tonight to present the following graduates. Maria Aguilera Huerta, Meredith Alvarado, Taylor Bautista, Ashley Castro Rivera, Wendy De Paz Alvarenga, Sergio Giron, Tidera In Takeo, Litzy Jimenez Martinez, Andrea Lopez Bedola, Yasmin Martinez, Ashley Meza, Alejandra Morales Amaya, Michelle Morales Martinez, Griselda Narvaez Quintaneros, Miguel Calares Luna, Jacqueline Palma, Samantha Pineda, Helen Ramos Martinez, Mojave Severiano Alvarez, Jesus Venegas Hernandez, Rachel Zia. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2020.
Hi, it's Miss Vega from Yoka. Congratulations to the class of 2020 at STEM Academy. I'm so proud of all of you and I can't wait to see what you'll do next.
Kyle L. Zayadi, Mark Kalala, David Choi, Jonathan Doni, Saxon Rutab, Zabdi Garcia, Marvin Gomez, Josue Gonzalez, Brandon Manio, Alan Montenegro, Sandra Portillo, Oscar Bruchetta, Leslie Ramirez, Felix Reyes, Brian Rodriguez, Stanley Rosal, Oscar Salgado, Kenneth Sarbatananda, Adrian Valdivia, Harmon Yanakian Sutton. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 at STEM. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Go with strength, go with compassion, go with curiosity. Congrats, grads.
Sharia Alam, Zeus Campuzano, Sasha Funes, Sebastián Galvez, Jonathan Gatica, Cindy Gómez, Andrés Juan, Irving López, Francesca Marroquín, Ricardo Martínez, Anthony Rivera, Eric Salazar, Víctor Sánchez, José Solano, Edgar Tucuz y Ricky Vega. Felicidades.
On behalf of the STEM faculty, I am pleased to formally accept you as graduates of the class of 2020.
There's just one more thing left to do. Seniors, grab your tassel and move it to the left.
To the 2020 STEM class, a huge congratulations. I am so incredibly proud of you all. To my advisory, I love each and every one of you, and I have not stopped thinking about you during this graduation season. I am so incredibly impressed and amazed by your talents, your kindness, your love for one another. I am just so proud to have known the class of 2020. Congratulations for the hard work you put into graduating, and I cannot wait to see all that you accomplish throughout your life. Keep in touch with me. I love you guys. Mwah!
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Ice-T, and this is a huge graduation shout out to the STEM Academy class of 2020. Now, I understand that you guys are having a virtual graduation right now because of, the coronavirus, and I'm on quarantine and all that. But I tell you guys, it's worse first, but it'll be greater later. Now, this is what I feel. Anybody that has to postpone anything, especially a graduation, you guys get a redo. So when this all blows over, why don't all you guys get together, the classmates and everything, and have a big party? I think you deserve that. But thank your faculty for making this happen. And they thought it would be cool if Ice-T sent you a 2020 class, graduating class shout out. Here it is. Nothing but love, success in your endeavors in the future, wherever it may take you. All right? Hey, this is only just beginning, man. Just graduating, man. It's a wonderful thing. Respect to the STEM Academy.
Whatever goes around, comes around. Every lifetime is a lesson. This is what I find. No matter